Really?
Oh, I still do it.
Yeah, they still do it, yeah, that's true.
Oh, I don't know.
Arratsaldeon.
Arratsaldeon.
Servus. Ondo.
Mucha.
Mucha siste. Am I speaking Latin?
No.
Just ask.
Mucha. And su? No, eta su.
Eta su, mucha. By Unchanis. Mucha siste.
I never heard the siste behind it.
Mucha siste. Arratsaldeon.
Arratsaldeon.
Arratsaldeon means good afternoon.
Uncha.
Mucha siste. You guys know what this is?
Right.
Okay, this is how it most commonly is. Mucha sida. Right? Mucha sida, are you good? It really is, how are you? But yes, no, it really is, are you good? Mucha sida. Mucha sida. It means, are you good? And it's always answered by, or mucha. Mucha siste. This is in Iparralde. Oh, I left him. Oh, I forgot him.
What out? Your colors?
Oh, God.
Yeah, somebody get those boys under control.
Which ones?
Kids are
Hey, watch out, guys. He's got eyes in the back of his head.
These are the least.
I know, these are the least of the worries right over here. We already get that part.
I forgot my my wonderful graphs. So handwriting will do it for today.
Yes.
Uncha sida.
Okay. You see that last one? Yeah.
Means
How are
good.
you?
Okay. Ni nice. Eat ice. Verada. Gugara.
Right?
Susara. Suexarete. Hayegdida. Right? This isn't Batua. Suexarete is you plural R. Suexarete, right? In Iparralde, the dialect is different. Sarete, Sara is Sira. Sarete is Siste. Right? So, and I don't even know if they ever say this. I always say this when I'm talking to two or more people. I say Ucha Siste. It's like Dominique and Guillaume when they come in, you know, Ucha Siste. But Ucha Sida is, you know, standard. Ucha Sida.
That means how are you?
How are you? Yeah. Are you good? Yeah.
So that would be different than Saramujus.
Yeah,
The
yes.
same.
This is in Iparralde. Yeah, it's the same greeting. It's asking how you are,
Okay,
but it's in Iparralde.
just like Melissa.
Yep, no la sida, exactly. So you guys know no la sida.
Right?
That is directly how are you? No la sida. No la how sida are you? Okay? But this is how we say in English, right? You can say how are you, or you can say you good? Right? You good? Mucha sida, right? Arratsaldeon. So we're going.
Uncha.
We're going slow with classes. You guys were here for 2 weeks. It's all right. I gave you guys a new packet. That is this one. I'm gonna just try to keep it. You know, it can get really dull. It can get really tedious. You know, studying. You know, Maya, Alkia. You know, Atea. Altalusha, you know, so I'm trying to just break it up. This is out of the Basque Language book. It's definitely a little more advanced than that introduction conversation in the colloquial Basque, the introductory unit of this one, because it just covers a lot more verbs, and it's a little bit different scenario. Meeting a friend is this dialogue on here. But it's a pretty standard conversation, and it exposes you to a lot higher set of the verbs, and it's all in good time. So it'd be good to read this. We can start with this dialogue. So right here, right, meeting a friend. So I'll be number one, and you guys just
Which way are we going?
The subsequent. I'll start over here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say epa, right?
Aye.
Yeah, exactly. Epa. And so I'll start it, and then you guys
Speak it.
Yeah, daisy chain.
It's a conversation.
Epa din,
Gun on.
egunon. Say it again.
Gun on.
Egunon. Yeah. Egunon. Yeah, just continue it.
Baita Suriara. Ere.
Yep. Baita suriere. Baita suriere.
Baita suriere.
Sabalus, oshondo.
Baita suriere.
Ongi, etasu.
Ugi, tasu. Hey, relax.
It's not my turn, it's your turn.
It is. No, it's your turn. She
It's your turn.
Why, Becky didn't do it?
No, she did. You're right there.
I'm sorry, Ongi.
Ongi.
We're listening.
Sir? Ongi?
That's what I said.
Ongi, vai. Nundagaw sure laguna.
Nundago sure laguna.
Nundagaw sure laguna. Then you're next. You're next.
Echean dago. Echean dago. You guys understand that? Echean dago.
Oh.
Echean. Echean.
Chiandago.
Echea. Eche is home, house.
She's a
Echea is the house.
laguna friend.
Echean is at home.
Okay, so can you say that again?
Yeah.
Eche is
Eche is house.
house. Okay.
Echea is the house. Echean is at home. Echean dago. Is there any way I can get you boys to just go back?
Yeah.
Over there? Thank you.
Go to the bank room. It's got-
Yeah, there's carpet back there. Okay, yeah, and so dago, right? Berada, this is, it is, but it's he, she, him, her, or it. He, she, him, her, or it, right? This is isan. Isan is to be, right? Isan. Isan is to be. Egon is to be, but it's a state of being. It's Isan's sister, right? So instead of ni nice, ni nago. I ice, I ago. Berada, bera dago. Gugara, gugalde. Susara, susalde. Suek sarete, suek saudete. Hayek dida, hayek daude. And so that dago, echean dago, he or she is omitted. That is a part of the dago. He's not specifically saying, when you ask, Nundago sure laguna. You guys understand that sentence? Nundago sure laguna. You guys remember noon? Right? What is noon?
Where's your?
Where? Right?
It's right there.
Nundago. Right? Where is it? Or where is he? Or where is she? Right? Sure, your laguna. Laguna. Laguna is a good word. I like laguna. In Iparralde, they say adishkide. Adishkide. Oh, yeah. And it's honestly It's a lot more beautiful. I really like alishkide. Alishkide bat basse. Alishkide. Nunago sure alishkide. Yeah, friend. That is a beautiful Basque word. Alishkide. Alishkide. Friend. Alishkide.
Yeah.
Nunago sure laguna.
Etíen
Echean dago. Echean dago. Right? Da is it is, right? It is, right? Dago is it is, and it's a state of being. And so when you say, right, JT da, it is the JT. JT da, JT hatechea da, JT is a restaurant.
Hey, oh, man, spell that for me again. I'm sorry.
Alishkide. A, D, E, X. I always forget how they say it's all crazy. X. How do they say that? Yeah, you got it. Adixkide.
No, K-I-D-E.
Kide. JT hatechea da. JT is a restaurant.
That's restaurant.
Hatechea, yeah. Han, yan, Jan. Yan is eat, to eat. Han. Hatechea. Eating house. House to eat, right? It's pretty cool, huh? Hatechea.
Yes.
That's
It's
yeah,
cool.
the eating house.
Yeah. Hatechea, right?
It's so simple.
Yeah. Euskara is a Basque house, right? Like a community center. Euskara. Hatechea. What are some other examples of that? Yeah, besides the point.
Are there a lot of words?
Yeah. Yeah. Basque is, it's very organic. Things come from other things, they put two together, for what it is, right? JT hatechea. Han, to eat. Echea. It's a restaurant. Hatechea.
House.
Yeah.
House to eat. Eat
Is
house.
J-A-N?
Eating house.
Han, yeah. It's either Han or Yan. In Iparralde, they don't say for J's, they Ya. It's a Ya. So it's not Juan, Hun, just to go. It's Yuan. Yuan. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's all the same, It's JT Hatecheala. JT is a restaurant. Banya, but JT okopatea dago. JT is busy.
Occupied.
Okopatea. Yeah, this is it might be borrowed, it probably is. You occupied, right? You guys, that's easy to come to terms with that one. Okopatea.
Say that word again?
Huh?
Say that. Ako what?
Oko
Oko
patea.
patia.
Okopatea.
Oko patia.
Or, this is a really good word, so I like this one. Lampetuta. Lampetuta. You guys know what lan means? Lan. Laneta lan. Lan is work. Work. Lan.
So I'm getting it. I'm pretty sure I'm getting it. So da is because you're referring to the noun. It's almost the pronoun da, right?
Da.
Dago is because it is something.
Right.
JT is busy.
Right.
But
It's isan and agon. Isan is to be. This is what isan means. Isan means to be. Right? That's why all of these This is what all of these mean, is to be. I am, me nice. I ice, you are. Berada, he, she,
It is.
him, her, it is.
They are.
Gugara, we are.
Oh, we.
Susara, you are. Suexarete, you plural are. Hayagdira, they are, right? This is to be, isan. Egon is to be, but it's a state of being, right? Ni Etíen nice, I am Etíen. Vanya gaishorik nago, but I am sick, right? Gaishorik nago, not gaishorik nice, right? And the lines on that are a little less concrete. You can get away with saying a lot of things that are agon as isan. In Iparralde, they don't really use agon. They don't use dago, nago, saule. It's always JT hatechiada, JT okupateada. It's the same. In Egowalde, they will ding you. It's JT okupateada dago. It's a state of being, right? It's just making sense. Yeah. It's interesting, huh? It's cool. So,
What does the lan
Petuta.
that mean?
Lampetuta is busy.
Busy.
Busy. Okupatia, hello, lampetuta. Okupatia.
Iparralde or
Iparralde dice okupatia.
Batua is not
Batua is lampetuta.
And lan means to work.
Lan is work. Lan is, yeah, work. Lan et lan. If somebody asks, serliosu, right? There's no serliosu. You go, lan et lan. Lots of work. Lan piyavat, a lot of work, right? That's a good one. I didn't learn piyavat until very recently this lesson. Piyavat means a pile, right? Piyavat, right?
Lan Piova.
Lampiyovat,
Right.
yeah.
Lot of work. Pile of
A
work.
pile of anything, yeah. Yeah, piyavat, like, gente piyavat, a lot of people, right? Lan, but you can say lan ashko, besides the point. I'm making sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. This class is, for one, it's free, so, let's not get too ahead of ourselves about how much we're gonna learn, but I'm really just trying to expose you guys, I just want you to show you, it's just about, chipping away at it, like, it can be this daunting thing that you never even want to touch, you don't have somebody good enough to explain it to you, but all it takes is just, being exposed to it. You see it, you go, and then the next time you see it, you go, I've seen that. Even if you can't recall what it was, you go, I've seen that, I'm not just like dumbfounded at what I'm looking at, I'm like this, sing this every time that we come in, I know, you're getting more and more familiar with it, Ni nice. A fun fact I just learned this morning out of my student grammar of Euskara book was, so Ika, so this is a little technical, but this is called Suka. Basque, there's 3 ways of speaking Basque. One of them's pretty much completely outdated, so there's really just 2, but it's Ika, Suka, and then the other one is Berokia, which is when you address people in 3rd person. They used to use it when addressing very formal, like to priests or judges. You wouldn't refer to them as su, you would refer to them as beda, a person. You're talking to somebody, but you refer to them in the 3rd person. It's a different thing. Yeah, but so Ika is the oldest form of Euskara. The book says the Middle Ages is when it changed. Before the Middle Ages, there was only 6 of these pronouns, 6, right? There was no suek sarete. There was only ni nice, I ice, berada, gu, gara, susara, and hayagdira, right? And ice was you are. And susara was you plural are, right? Now, Ika, now that, and the book said that they started taking things from the surrounding languages where having a formal you plural, and that's supposedly where it came from, was the suek sarete. But Ika is just with much formality, or it's with much intimacy, right? Familiarity is you speak Ika, right? So instead of susara, sermolu salde, or, no la sida, no la is, right? How are you? This is you are, right? Just like this is, but with much formality, right?
But didn't you say that the e-ice is normally sent like from parents to children?
Yeah, parents to children,
But not children to parents.
not children to parents. It's a respect thing.
Yeah.
Siblings of the same age group will speak it amongst each other, but if there's a great gap in age between siblings, they won't speak it to each other. Friend groups, if you're a really tight friend group, it's a complex thing. There's places where it has a high tradition of it, where they speak it, where it's like on the street, that's, they speak Ika, and then other places they don't, it's Suka. And I mean, there's, a lot of the Basque teachers that I know, they don't even like touch it. They don't even speak Ika. There's not a tradition of it. I mean, these are Basque teachers. They speak Basque all the time. This is their language, and they're like, "Ooh, it's so difficult." The Ika, the verbs change. But I try to tell you those things as something to look forward to, because it's an exploration, and you come across things, and the more you learn about it, it just like opens up, and it's really beautiful. Like we don't have this in English, and the fact that it exists in Basque is just like, it's really cool to me. I find it very interesting, and when it was spoken to me, when I actually understood like the whole significance of what was being said changed, because I don't have any, all of our cousins are over there and all of our, family. But then when they, your cousin speaks Ika to you, he's calling you E when he's speaking. It was like, oh, like I am family to you, like we are just completely changed, it's very interesting.
So what do they teach, like, in the schools, grammar schools? Do they speak?
Suka, it's,
Suka?
yeah,
So
Suka.
it's more.
And it's just formal. It's like, yeah, I mean.
But then at home, they're gonna.
At home, yeah, if your parents speak Ika to you, yeah, exactly. And you learn, that, that you don't speak Ika to your parents, they speak it to you. It's like, but it's very cool. So let me just go off. So, Nunago Sure Laguna, you guys understand that? Where is your friend? Etíen Dago. Can you guys say that? Etíen Dago.
Etíen Dago.
Etíen Dago. He or she is at home.
Nora Souza
Nora Soaz Orain. Nora Soaz Orain. And see, this is a really incredible introductory dialogue, because you're seeing these verbs, right? Like soaz. I'm sure you guys are wondering, how does that mean? Where are you going? Soaz is the verb. What these are called? They're called synthetic verbs. There's a pile of them. Bila. Soaz is yuan, or juan, to go. These are synthetic verbs. I have a whole list. It's this whole bottom row. And I actually remade these. I tried to print some out today, but I couldn't get it right on the paper, so I'm gonna make sure I get it right, and then I'm gonna give you guys all these. I labored through it. This is all in Spanish. They give it to you from Spanish, all the example sentences, and uso del verbo auxiliar, right? which is the use of the auxiliary verb, right? I changed it all to English, all that stuff to English, and so I'm gonna give you guys those, these are simple. But this whole bottom row, these are synthetic verbs, right? Eluki, to have. Hakim, to know. Ekari, to carry. Eraman, I'm still lost on Eraman. Eshan, to say. Iruridu, appear, look, seem. Iritsi, opinion. Egon, Isan, Egon, to be, a state of being. Yuan, to go. Etorri, to come. Ibili, to be about, to walk. Soaz is you are going. This is a synthetic verb. This you are going is this one word, right? It's very cool. It's very cool. We have to say, where are you going now, right? Where are you going now? 5 words, right? It's 3 in Basque, right? Nora, where to are you going now, right? Noon, you guys remember noon, right? Where? Nora comes from noon. This RA means to. This means to, right? In English, we say, where are you going now, right? What you're really saying, and this is I hope I encourage you guys to try to start thinking like this. What are you really saying, right? When you say, where are you going now, right? What you're really saying is, to where are you going now, right? Or where to are you going, right? In English, it's okay. You just say, where are you going, right? In Basque, you cannot say, nun soaz orain. No, nora, where to are you going, right? Soaz is, you are going. You are going. That is, and that is a verb. That is an action. That means you are going, right? Nora soaz orain. Etxera, eta zu. Etxera, eta zu. Can you tell me what that means?
Hi.
And you? Right, what is this really saying? Etxera.
It's saying
To home.
To home.
To.
Exactly.
Because the A is.
Exactly. Etxe, house. Etxea, the house. Etxean, at home. Etxera, to home. Right, to home. Right? That sign. Eusko preso eta ieslariak etxera. Right? That sign says, bring Basque prisoners and the ones who have escaped home. Right? To home. Bring them to home. Right? It doesn't have bring in it. To home, etxera, it means to home. Right? Etxera, eta zu. Ni. Klasea. Noah. You know what that says?
hi.
Ni Klasea Noah.
Where
Going
did the
to.
class go?
Right, so these are Noah and Soaz. Right? These are the same synthetic verbs of Yuan. Right? Ni,
Hi.
Klasea Noah. What does Soaz mean?
To go.
Soaz means
You are going. You are going. I am going.
Noah is I am going. Exactly. Ni Klasea Noah. I'm going to class.
To class.
I'm going to class.
So RA
I'm
makes
going
it to class.
Right. So that example's
Noah means.
a lot more
Going.
direct for English speakers. We can't say I'm going class. You have to say I'm going to class, right?
Right?
when we say, where are you going, right? You don't have to say, where to are you going, right? Same thing with home, you know, a lot of times. And I mean, you do say that. Somebody asks you where you're going, class. Where are you going, class, right? But to class, right? To home. That's it. Ni Klasea noa. I'm going to class, right?
Could you do that in Basque? Like if they asked you where you're going and you just said Klasea, could you say that?
Klasea, yeah.
You can.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Echera. This example, right? Echera. You don't have to
So
say.
you're saying two class with the RA.
Right. No,
Klasea.
yeah. She's
Two
just
class.
asking if you can omit.
Oh,
Other
Noah
stuff.
and all that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Just curious.
It's just
Yeah.
unnecessary. but
This is just
not
the this is the most
Yeah.
formal way of speaking,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The
And
full way,
Well,
not
yeah.
slang.
Right.
Like,
No,
between
yeah.
friends, you would cut out all the other stuff.
Well, no, and maybe not. This is the thing. So I don't know if you guys remember the example I gave you. So the dates, how they say dates, right? We say, okay, we say, "1947," right? 1947. How easy is that?
Crazy.
Right?
Straightforward.
How are you gonna mess this up?
Yeah, in Basque,
Facts.
no, you don't say, you say the full number, it'll spell it for you, Jesus Christ, it's gonna be it.
Like 1,947?
You say 1,947, 1,000,
Obnoxious.
right, 1,000, no, it's incredible, it is, right, so. Mila beraratzeun berrogeita zazpi.
What is just class or?
Klasea.
Class
Klasea
A
is-
or Klasea?
Both.
Klasea is class, Klasea is a class or the class. That A means, it's the article, it means a or the, right?
I do remember that.
How are you, Lathan? This is,
Sorry, I went back.
you can't just say, Emeretzi berrogeta zazpi, which is 1947, directly translated. You have to say, Mila beraratzeun berrogeta zazpi. You have to, right? This is 1,947, right? To say in the year 1947.
Oh my gosh.
Mila beraratzeun berrogeita zazpigarren urtean,
Amen.
nire aitona eskolarritik atera zen. In 1947, my grandfather left the Basque Country.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty far out, huh?
Yeah, let's do date flash.
So I used to, yeah, we'll
That's
just
a
leave
lot
that.
of work.
Yeah. So, but the reason I give you that example is because, so I used to be just like that. I was like, my God, like,
Yeah.
do I really have to say all that, every time? And then when I got more comfortable doing it, because yeah, you have to, right? And so you start practicing it. And how you learn those dates like that, obviously you gotta learn how to count all the numbers.
Right.
You count to 100, it's all this, you count to 20, and then it's just duplications, some things change, but it's all pretty straightforward. But you just practice with one date, right? And when I was there that first month, get to the end and you got to do a speaking, you have to do a speaking test, right? And by the end of that month, I had practiced so much telling people on the street my story, because people ask like, what are you doing here, right? And they're like, oh, your grandfather. And so that is the date that I practice. I said, Mila beraratzeun berrogeita zazpigarren urtean nire aitona eskolarritik atera zen, right? My grandfather left the Basque Country in 1947, right? I practice that. I mean, even when I'm thinking of another date, that's the one that comes to my tongue first. And I have to catch myself, and I go, But that's how you learn it. And you nail one date. You can say that mouthful once, and then it's just like it's second nature, right? And I realized I was like, I was like, okay, like, you know, why is it like this? Why can't you just say 1947 or whatever? And then I was in the car with my buddy who always speaks Ika to me, Bosque, a wonderful man. And I was with my mom and her friend, and he was taking us to his basheria. And I was explaining this, and it was like in that moment that I realized, I was like, you know, I used to like grapple with it. I used to be like really upset that you had to do all that. And then I realized their language is so beautiful. They do that intentionally. They want to hear, they want to make something as long as possible. They want to add as many, it's not about necessary or unnecessary. It's about how beautiful it is. And they want to hear, you know, you don't get to just say 1947. No, you have to say in the year 1947, right? And I said that, like I vocalized it, and Boskin was like, yes. That's he's like, you get it, you know, that's exactly what it is. It is so beautiful, you know? It's not about, you know, cutting corners. And there's already so much of Basque where it is so streamlined, like this. Nora soa zorain. We have to say, where are you going now, right? 5 words. There's 3, and that has all of the same information, right? So much of it is already, you know, with these synthetic verbs, with the words, you can omit so many things. You don't have to always say me. You know, you have all of these verbs. You can omit all of this, right? But then you get to something like that, there's no omission. You have to say it, you know? And after that, I was like, oh no, it's like another layer. Like, you know, you can get, especially like at the beginning like this, like I said, it can get tedious and it can get just like, okay, like, you know, what are we doing? And it never ceases to continue to impress me. Every time I study, every time I look more into stuff, another layer is just revealed of how beautiful it is. It has all of these things that, you know, we don't say in English, we don't have in English. And that's where I'm just like, you know, I hope I never get fluent in Basque, you know. I want to keep learning it. I want to keep, you know, discovering all of these things. So, nora soa zorai, etxera eta zu, ni klasera noa, or klasera noa, or klasera, or ni klasera, right?
All of that works.
Yeah, you got to know what you're saying,
Yeah.
right? If you say ni klasera, you just say me. If somebody says su nora soa zorai, where are you going? I say ni klasera, me to class, right? You're not saying I'm going to class, you're saying me to class, right? Or klasera noa, I'm going to class, right? Or klasera, to class, right? It's the same thing in English, you know? However much you omit, however much you commit, right? But you know, you want to know what you're saying, right? Nundago sure klasea. You know what that means?
Nundago sure klasea.
Nundago sure klasea.
Where?
Nundago sure klasea.
Sude store.
Yeah, and so it's actually in the other packet. It gets right into that about the su and the sude. So su is you, sude is your. That's not a stretch in English. This is very, you know, cohesive for us. We understand this. Your, you, your, right? Su, sude, right? It's damn near the same thing. It's an R, right? Sude, nire, mine. Sude, your. Nire, yeah. Nire is my. Sude, your.
Is nire, N-I-R-A, N-I-R-E.
N-I-R-E, yeah. N-I-R-E. Sure, nere.
And nire is mine. Your.
Nere is my.
Mine.
My, M-Y. Mine is nerea. Nerea. And I believe it should be spelled like this. Nerea.
N-E-R.
N-E-R-E-A.
That's mine.
Mine. Nerea. that's a name in Basque, Nerea.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I was like-
Yeah, it's a beautiful name, Nerea. Yeah, Nerea means mine. I mean, that's like, you know.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that's a beautiful name. I mean,
I didn't even.
nobody's named that in English. Yeah. Mine, you know.
Mine.
Yeah.
Mine.
This name's mine.
Nunago Sure Klasea.
This sounds
You guys understand this? You understand that this means what? Where is your class?
like, right.
Can you tell me why?
Noon is where?
Noon is where?
Dago is.
Is
Sode is
something.
your. And Klasea is class.
Yeah.
Where is your class? Right?
Two.
And Dago is, you say that because it's, you're going somewhere, right?
Yeah, and so anytime, so when I say it's isan, it's a gon, to be, it's a state of being.
Right.
Also, anything with a location. Always location, dago. Echean dago. Echean nago. Kalean nago. I'm out in the street,
Because
right?
if we were just talking about the class, we would just say da. We wouldn't say Dago, right? Because it's not,
Like, if
like
you,
if I was saying, like, I'm in math class or something.
you would still say, yeah, so no, you would still say Klashean nago.
Nago, okay.
Nago, I am
Oh,
in
'cause I'm
class.
here.
Right, anything with
What
you.
if I said like, I am taking a math class? Would
Yeah.
that change?
Yeah. It's not a location, that's,
Okay, so it's only when you're in the.
right, it's location, and I'm probably doing a poor job of explaining that.
No.
It's location, it's location.
Mhm.
Always location, and then it's a state of being, right? So, yeah, you know, Nunago, Tabernahori, where is that bar? Nunago, right? Again, in Iparralde, not so much. Nunda, Sure Klasea, right? How it is. Groschen.
That has to be a name.
Yeah, Grosch is,
Okay.
Grosch is a neighborhood in Donosti.
Okay.
Grosch. Grosch. They got some breweries over there, like some microbreweries popped up. And there's one, it's called Gross Brewery. Yeah, it's cool. It's a real name. Groschen.
German, that means big.
What does this mean? Groschen.
Big.
In Gross.
In Gross. Right. And he puts it there in the town of Gross, or yeah, in Gross, right? In Gross. Groschen. Groschen. In Gross, right? Suriechea. Ere. Groschendago. Yes? You know what that means? Without reading it, I know you guys can read it.
Houses are gross.
Yeah,
That's a question.
yeah. So this S, you guys know what S means?
Right. S means no.
S means no. By S, right? In English, a lot of that, like, they do that in Spanish, I know. English, we do it, but it's not so much. It's not like prevalent, I would say. Where we don't say, like, we don't always say, you know, oh, this is your car, no? Right? Or, you know, your house is also in Gross, no? Right? Occasionally we do, but it's not as prevalent. In Basque, they use it a lot, and it's actually really beneficial. Like, these are little things that, you know, it solidifies that it's a question for one. When somebody says, you know, S at the end, it just means no. Like, they're asking, you know, no, is this not your car, right? Suriechea ere groschen dago es. Any questions about this? You guys know what this means? Ere. Yeah. That might be the only one.
You know what that means, or is?
Ere, no, ere means to, also,
Oh,
as well.
No.
To, T-O-O. To, as well, also, right? Ni ere vai. Me too. Me as well, right? Baita sermolus, or egunon, arrachaleon. Baita suri ere. Yes, to you as well. right? Baita zuri ere, ere. Ere means two, also, as well. Not to be confused with ere. Any idea what ere means?
Means confused anymore.
Beiti erretzen ari naiz. I'm always smoking. Ere is smoke. To smoke. Ere.
To smoke?
Do you smoke or
Smoke.
smoke?
Smoke.
Ere. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Badaukazu zerbait erretzeko. You have something to smoke. Badaukazu zerbait erretzeko. Ere.
say the other one again.
Ere.
Edit. So you're just rolling that mark.
Yeah, ere.
Okay,
Yeah,
ere.
yeah, yeah, ere. I'm just giving you guys a little
No, no,
bonus
it's
to
good.
out. This is the useful one. That's the one you're gonna need. Ere. They'll know what you're talking about. If you
Everyone
know,
there is-
if you don't have something in your fingers and you're saying ere, you
They know what you mean.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Zure etxea ere groschen dago, ez? Is this all making sense?
Yes.
Yeah, and this is I think this is productive, no? Going
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
over, you can always just read, obviously it gives you the translation, right, but
It
this
makes
is,
sense of what you're reading though.
Right.
So when you're saying, when you break it down
Absolutely,
like that,
you
we
gotta
get what
hear
we're
it.
doing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we're conjugating before conjugation.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, you
Right.
got, exactly, like,
Yeah.
it's easy, you can just sit there and go, okay, how does that mean, where are you going? You know what I mean?
Right.
But to know, oh no, that's a synthetic verb, whatever that means, but that means you are going, right? That's a good breakdown, right?
Right.
Very helpful.
Mhm.
By Suryacharik Roshan Nagoes, by, yes, right? Surekin, woo, beautiful, Surekin. Hongo, nice. Any idea what that says? Surekin, Hongo nice.
That's what we all wanted to say, exactly right.
I will.
Huh?
I will.
Coming with me?
Doesn't mean I will, but I will what?
I will go. I will.
Your one goal is go off, right?
You're on it. You're on it. Surekin, what is su?
Sue.
You. Okay. He just asked, Nunago Sure Klasea, Groshen. It's in gross. Suryachair ere Groshen Nagoes. Your house is also in grosh. By, yes. Surekin Hongones.
I'll go with you.
I'll go with you. I will go with you. Surekin is with you. Ekin, rekin, really. With. Juan, or Juan, go. Go, will. Surekin Juan. Now, isn't this incredible? It is exactly backwards. Isn't that something?
Mhm.
I mean, with that, not skipping a beat, it is exactly backwards. Surekin Juan nice. I will go with you. Right? That's very cool, no?
Mhm.
That seems, I know how daunting that is, that the fact that it's backwards, right? You gotta try to break that thinking that it's backwards. There is no such thing as backwards, right? We speak it how we speak it for reasons unbeknownst to us. We did not build this language, English, right? We are merely the possessors of it. We simply speak it. We have no idea why it goes in the order that it does. In Basque, it's not backwards. That's how it is. Surekin hongonais. also, this is right on. You can't say hongo nice surekin. Right? You can put the surekin after. Hongo nice surekin. But surekin hongo nice. Right? With you, I will go. And that's really what it is. With you, will go, I will go. Right? It's anytime you see these, this is the avitz nagusia. This is the main verb, yuan. Right? You always keep these together. And so you never read this, like when you're reading it, you never read, right, will go, I. No. Hongo nice means I will go. It doesn't, this is nothing without nice, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
These always stated that this is required, right? Surekin hongo nice, right? Surekin hongo nice. And I do believe it's correct. Surekin maite minduta nago. I'll let you guys beat your heads on this one for a second.
My taste love.
Look at that word.
I
Surekin
would
maite.
love to go with you.
Right, you're right on with the maite, love. Surekin maite minuta nago. I am.
Going.
I am a state of being. I am in love with you.
Minuto.
Maite minuta.
Minuta.
Minuta. Maite minuta.
Do.
Maite is, yeah, you can't get lost in that. This is different. Minya in Basque is pain. Pain. Minya, pain. That's where it comes from. It literally means like I am pained by the love. Like I am in a state of pain, but it's with the love. Like it's not, that's a bad explanation. I mean, that's where it comes from. Minya. Minya is pain. Also with spicy. Anything spicy is minya. When it refers to food, it's spicy. Minya.
And how do you spell minya?
Minya, M-I-N-A.
Okay.
That's just another example. Then I also think it might be sutaz. Sutaz might be minutano, or sudeki might be minutano. Just another, example. I'm just trying to keep it fresh,
Can you break down the middle word? Like,
It's one word.
it's just one word?
Yeah, it's not. It's conjugated. It's got all this shit going on. So you'll learn about this suffix. You guys remember lanpetuta? Lanpetuta. Right? Lanpetuta. Irekita. Open. Irekita nago. It's open. JT. Ichita nago. JT is closed. Right? This ta, it means like, I should just tell you the actual definition. It means it's I know it's in here somewhere. I can't tell you right now what it is. Yeah, it's don't get too caught up on that. It's good that you're asking, but all in good time. This is, I didn't learn how to say this until after I needed to use it.
What was the bottom one?
La petuta and irekita.
Iriquita, celda es iriquita.
Irekita is open. I just wanted to show you that with you. Surekin,
Right.
right? Yeah, if you guys want the best app for translating, it's called Itsuli.
App for translation.
This puts Google Translate in its rightful grave. Itsuli does a phenomenal job with full phrases, sentences. I mean, and it's like you go to Google Translate. I mean, it's a hack job on Google Translate. Itsuli is the Basque translator. They do it does a phenomenal job. And yeah, exactly, yeah. And what I do a lot is I'm always thinking of how to say things, you know, and I will build a sentence in my head. I will get it, and I'll like go over. I'll try to, you know, I'll go, no, that's probably not right. And I'll get it to where I think it's correct. And I go, I think that's how you say that. Brand new sentences. Like my most recent one was, Franceses hakingo banu, Franceses eransungo nisuke. Woo! That means if I knew French, I would answer you in French. Yeah.
Just telling you straight up.
And
Yeah.
I did that in my head. That's all. That's crazy. That's baldinsa. That's hypothetic ifs. That's got a lot of shit going on. But I never said, that's the thing. It's like every day you can say something that you have never said before, you know? And I'm always thinking about hypothetical situations, you know? I'm always thinking about, and you always want to try to a good motivator is to go, okay, how do you stick it to somebody?
Right.
It is. You want to be ascara. Ascara is smart, right? It shows, you know, like when you can eloquently, correctly say something, you know, like. And so I'm always, you know. So I thought of that. How do you, how I would say if I knew French, I would answer you in French, you know, right? And then off of that, I came up with another one was. Franceses hakingo banu, euskaraz oraindik erantzungo nizuke. If I knew French, I would still answer you in Basque. Yeah. And I don't know if it's correct. I don't know if that euskaraz oraindik, but I'm like, yeah. You know.
So do you check yourself using?
Yeah. So that's what I do.
Okay.
So I think of sentences. I think of phrase. You know, and you can do this at the most basic. You know, think of how do I say, you know, etchera noa, how do I say I'm going home, right? Etchera noa, I think that's correct. Put it into Itsuli, and if it comes back correct, it's on. And then what you can do is once you put it in there, and it comes up with the Basque and it says that it's correct, right? Like you go, that's word for word, right? No errors. Akachari gabe, without errors. Then you can return. You can biurtu. You can change it back, and it'll give it to you how it's more properly said in Basque. Sometimes you don't always get it. You know, like you can say like, yeah. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like,
Yes.
you can hit it pretty close, and it'll give it correctly in Basque. It knows what you're saying, but then when you return it back, it'll give you its version, the actual, you know, what's proper to it. Right, yeah. Very useful. I mean, you can have a lot of fun with just like thinking of things to say, you know. And also, if you don't know what a word is, or if you want to get, you know, just translate it. It's awesome. So, surekin hongo nice. Ooh.
These words scare me.
Yeah, so, and I know how that feels, that the big words where you're just like, my God.
So much.
you gotta remember, Basque is an agglutinating language. Agglutination is the adding of things to words, right? This is not a word.
It's multiple words.
Yeah, this is how you say with a car,
Yeah.
right?
Klasea.
The AR is the,
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Huh?
well, so Kochia.
Cochea.
Ere is the, or no,
No,
or the RE.
coche, coche.
What is the RE again?
Coche, car.
Right, and the
With-
RE is.
Right.
Coche,
And it is-
cochea, a car, right?
Yeah.
Cochearekin, with a car, right?
Arekin. is with.
Arekin, that,
There it is, it's right in front of me again.
Right.
Surekin.
So, but to say car, you would just say coche,
coche,
coche.
coche is car.
And then the A is the,
Cochea is a car with the car.
okay.
Coches. Ooh, what a great, isn't that great? Coches.
That's similar,
Coches.
yeah.
Coches. By car.
Oh, by car.
Yeah.
Coches.
Nola irichisara. How did you arrive? Coches.
Coches.
Coches, autobuses, trenes. Right? I mean, that's cool. Coches. Coches. Oñes. On foot. Oñes.
How would you say multiple cars then?
Excellent question.
Well, thank you.
That's what I'm looking for. Right. No, that is a phenomenal question.
So let me get.
This is crucial. Coche arekin is with a car, with one car. Coche akin is with cars. Right? Coche akin. And this is,
Chea.
you're not,
Good,
you're not,
see that.
yeah, you're not required to have memorize any of this. This is, but
That is great.
Coche akin, right?
Right. With.
Right. Yeah.
So you're dropping the R in the with. Is that what you're doing there?
No,
Yeah, there you go.
so it's akin is
Uh-huh.
with. Akin is always with, right?
Oh, I thought it was Reiki.
Right.
No, that's not always there.
Singular and plural.
Got it.
So coche arekin. Anytime it's singular, rekin. Coche arekin. Eche arekin with a house.
Okay.
Right? Unless, right? Unless, right, it's a person or, okay, so like you don't say, no, you do. Yeah, you do. No, it's the same. Miden arekin with miden. Right? Right, no, but, okay, so also, but yeah, it's that A, so to say like, with a classmate. Ikashkine watekin, right? But this, that's one, right? One or a, right? So although it doesn't have rekin, right? It's still with a, right? With one, right?
But you wouldn't add the R even though you're
Yeah.
speaking of a singular friend.
Right, because you try to say that, right? Ikashkine batekin, right? No. Ikashkine batekin, right? Or ikashkine batsuekin with some classmates. Bat is one. This is real straightforward. This is great. Batsu is some. Bat is one.
Huh.
Batsu is some.
And that's just adding
Cool.
the
That's
soup,
putting the
right?
one and the U together and
The U.
making it some.
Yeah, what was that?
That's
Yeah,
what
one
it
and
is,
you,
right?
and that
You're
makes
taking the
some.
soup
No.
It's not that.
No, it's good that you're thinking like that. It's good that you're
Dad and I
identifying.
were on the same page, but we're wrong.
No, it's good. It's good that you're identifying these things. Well, I mean, okay, I say no out of ignorance. I promise you. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know why. But no. Everything that's got there's plenty of words in Basque that have ZU in it. That's the word. It's got nothing to do with Su.
Okay.
Susada. Nothing to do with it, right? That's a language. You only got 26 letters. You know.
Make it work.
Yeah, it's, you know, right, there's plenty of things with NI in it, right? There's plenty of things, you know, with, you know, GU in it. Plenty of things with, you know, right? So it's good that you see that you're seeing a Su, but no, Bat is one, Bat Su is some, right? And okay, you know, now that you say that, that's probably exactly where it comes from. One and you. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, but yeah, one and you. It's
Some.
plural. I don't know. Batsu, some, right?
And the way they say for ikash.
Ikashkide. Gu ikashten arigara. We are studying. We are learning. Ikashi. Ikashi is to learn, to study. Ikashi. You guys remember how they say laguna in Iparralde?
Vai. Adishkidi.
Adishkide.
Adishkide.
Kide. Kide.
Anakide.
Ikashkide. Lankide. Co-workers. Lankide. Ikashkide. Classmates. Adishkide. Friend. I don't know what Adish means. It's the word. Adishkide. Kochearakin etorri sara. Kochearakin etorri sara. You know what this means? Kochearakin, you know what that means? Etorri sara.
Come.
Yeah, you guys know what etorri means?
Come. Or.
Yeah, etorri, come.
Oh, the car's coming for you. No.
What was
It's
that?
Did you come with a car?
No.
Did you come with a car?
Did you come with a car? Did you come with a car? Right?
So.
With, yeah, Kochikin, so. did you-
Kochearakin etorri sara.
Did you come?
Nola etorri sara. How did you come? Right? I can see this. This is tricky, right? Sara is you are, right? Susara, you are, right? This is a near past tense phrase. This is in the Basque. This is a high level shit. I'm just going to explain it. Basque differentiates between things that happened today in the past tense and then everything else that happened before today. There's two past tenses. There's today's past, a near past tense, and then a far past tense, right? So, right.
I suck at conjugating in
No.
Spanish in the past.
Yeah.
So this is really hard.
This is, I promise you, if you keep going over this, if you just keep looking at it, if you keep reading it, writing it, understanding it, it all makes sense. It's very easy. It's very easy. Etorri sara. This is an infinitive. Etorri. This is the infinitive, right? The infinitive with the pronoun sara. Etorri sara is did you come? Etorri sara, no la etorri sara, right? You want to try to make it easier on yourself, okay? This means you. This always means you, right? This means come. Always means come. Etorri. You come?
By car.
You come with car?
With car.
You come with a car? Same thing in English. It's not proper. It's not kochiare. It's not did you come with a car. We omit that did all the time. And we just say, you come with a car, right? Same thing. Kochiare kine torri sara, right? If it was yesterday, I'm just giving you a little, okay? If it was yesterday, and don't write this down.
Then we all start writing.
Yeah.
Kochiare kine torri sinyen. Did you come with a car? But not today, yesterday. This is the past tense. This is len albion. Len albion is past tense. Len albion of Isan, of Sara. You are, but this is you are in the past tense, right?
So the verb doesn't change, it's that changes? When you do the past tense?
The adits nagusia, the main verb,
Yeah,
correct.
so you don't have to conjugate verbs in past tense?
Right.
I could do this.
There's no, yeah. Come doesn't change, right?
You can.
Right?
That's
Because
not
how,
Spanish.
to me, that makes a lot of sense. How does come change, right? But I stay the same, right?
Right.
Or how does, and I don't know Spanish, I don't know French, I don't know what that does.
Well,
But,
it's like English.
right.
I came.
right, I came, yeah.
It changes.
Right, I always stays the same. Basque, all of your information's right here. Kochiare kine torri sara. Nois, gaur. When, today? Es, axo, nois. Kochiare kine torri sinyen is yesterday. Kochiare kine torri sinyen, right? I'm just giving you a little
No, that's
tidbit,
actually kind of
right?
exciting. That
Yeah,
the
it's
verbs
very,
are
it's
conjugate.
very exciting.
Because you
And
have to
that's-
learn the verb in all the different
Right,
tenses.
and that's what I want.
That's a lot of work.
I really want that to be, I want it to be exciting. I want you to go,
Yeah, that's
oh,
great.
this is cool. Yeah, like, and oh, now you're going, how do I say ni nice in the past tense? I'll just tell them to you right now. Ni ninsen, I insen, berasen, gugara guginyen, susara susinyen, suek sarete suek sinyeten, hayek dira, hayek siden. Right?
So where, in that sentence
Yeah.
though, where are you getting the
Sure.
did?
What?
No, but
In
that's so cool.
in that
too.
original sentence, where are we getting the did? Or are we just adding that to translate
Did's
into
not in
English?
there.
Once you
Okay.
get-
Did's
once
not
you
in
So
there.
the real way, if we
on
translated
track
that
and
word,
start
that
learning these things,
sentence
then
would be
automatically you just hear it. It's
car,
it's not
a
just you.
car, a with,
And what a-
come, you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, for sure.
And
But if, once you-
because I
as
understand,
it sticks in there.
I am not, trust me, I am
then you
not,
start going,
I am much closer to you guys.
I don't think so.
No, I am. I'm much closer to you guys than I am to people in C2. I promise you, okay? That's how you have to start. It's the only, it's tricky learning a language. It's not this cut and dry. You don't just get it, And because you've been speaking this language, this one language for so long, right? You can't, you have to correlate it. You have to, right? It's got to make sense to you in your native tongue until it makes sense all by its own.
Right.
Right.
And you need not translate it. But that comes in good time. That's not a,
That comes with a lot of practice.
yeah, and there's no pressure on that, right? You want to break it down. You want to break these phrases down. You want to know what it is that you're looking at, why it says that, right? You don't want to just go, okay, that's what that means. This is a different conversation with kids. When I start teaching these kids, I'm going to explain it, but they need not do that. They are going to read this, Surekin Juan Gorais, and they're going to go, that means I will go with you. They're going to know it. It just, they have nothing, they've been speaking it for, a fraction of the time you guys have been speaking it. It's their, heads are still sponges. They can absorb this for what it is, right? And they need not come from English for it, right? I'm going to give you, I did this like the first day, I think, right? This is just, it's a lovely phrase. It's up there on the wall. Just to give you a little taste of that past tense, future tense, and present tense. It's an incredible phrase, right?
It's just like 2 minutes ago. Look at my mind.
How many of these words can you identify? Isansidelako gara, isangarelako, isangodida.
Well, they all look familiar.
Yeah.
Got it. Something with we.
Right, gara is we are.
Yeah, we are. Dita is that the high?
Yep, hayek dida.
So that's the you.
That's they.
They
are.
are.
Everything else,
But Isan is that.
right, isan. Isan
Right.
means to be.
So to
Isan,
be,
I'm still getting a grasp on Isan, how they use it. I have come a long way. I use it more correctly than ever. It took me a long time to really understand that Isan. Okay, so like I just said, I gave you the past tenses of all these, right? Dida, hayek dida, the past tense is siren. And what's very interesting about this is I always used to read this up there, it's up on the wall. And I remember when I first started studying, because it says it right underneath it. I'll tell you guys what it means. It means, because of them, we are. Because of us, they will be. Right?
so Siri Lako is because.
And laco is because. Excellent.
It's Lako.
Yeah, it's E, that E, this already has the E in it, so but it's el laco. Hot, that because, I mean, I didn't learn how to say because for a long time. Isan, when they use isan, it means, right, to be, right? They always use it in the past tense, like that. And it means something. I don't even have the ability to explain it in any rational sense. I'm just, like I said, I'm still dealing with it. But this means, so siden, the N is removed, but siden is dida in the past tense, right? So this means because of them, right? When you look at this isan, isan means to be, isan, to be, right? It means because of them, like who they were, right? To be, isan sire lako, because of them, right? This is not isan dire lako, because of them. Isan dire lako, or dire lako, is because of them in the present tense. Dire lako, because of them. Isan sire lako is because of them in the past tense, right? Isan sire lako gara, we are. Because of them, we are. Isan gare lako, because of us. Now, gara, this is gara, right? But with elako, you drop that A, it's gare lako, it's an E, right? Isan gare lako, isangodira, they will be, right?
With the E conjugation there, like on the sire and the gara, are you, the C in that first word, that E is going with the sire, right?
It comes from siden, exactly.
Okay. And it's
So
the
this
same
already-
on the bottom, so you just don't double up the vowel like that. You
Right,
only do
this
E.
is gara. Gara lako is gara, but because it's elako, there's all these rules in
Okay.
that. And just like in English, when you
Right.
use, all those rules about when you remove a concept, a vowel, right? When there's, all in good time, all in good
Just the
time.
word, because, elako, E-L.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that because?
Yeah. I'll rattle your brains for a second.
You've already done that all day.
Yeah, there is 9 different ways to say because.
That has, is it like situational based?
Yeah, so I do, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
gonna get a little rough.
When she went up on the chalkboard and she goes, 9 of them, and I'm like, wouldn't one suffice? 9 of them? I do think that there are, I don't know. I mean, I have such, you learn how to use one. You learn how to use one, and you run with it until you can learn how to use the others, right? But yes, I do think that there are situations that are more, it's better to use a specific one than another one. What justifies it, what doesn't justify, I don't know. Also, you can use every one for every other one. Like when I learned all 9, it's the same example sentence. The same sentence with 9 different ways to say because. The easiest way is you say a sentence and then you say eta at the end. Eta means and, right?
Yeah.
It means because if it's at the end of a sentence. It also can emphasize, doesn't always mean because. If it's at the end of the sentence, it can emphasize what you're talking about. It's all, you'll get all this, it's okay. I mean, it's all crazy. But delako is always because, right? But it cannot stand on its own. It's an agglutination. There's no such thing as lako. It's always added to a word, right? Right? Ikasten ari naiselako. Because I am studying. Ikasten ari naiselako. Right? Sergati ke shandu sori. Why did you say that? Bolita sarelako. Because you're beautiful. Sarelako. Because you are. Right? This is incredible. It's a philosophical quote. It's really straightforward to what it is in English. When you say shit like that in English, like, because of them we are, because of us they will be, right? That is the most basic, there's nothing flowery in that at all. And it cuts right to, that's a philosophical, phrase, right? It's to be, it's because, and it's nothing more than us, them, and them again in the future, right? This is super straightforward. This is a little more difficult. This is super straightforward. Vida, they. Go, will, isan, be. They will be. Isango dida. They will be. Right? Cool? Yes, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of the past tenses when I figured this out. I always used to look at this up on the wall, and because it says it right underneath it, what it is in English, and I'm like, how does that say that? I didn't know elako, I didn't know because, I didn't know how they used isan. I was just like floored, right? And I asked my aunt, and I'm like, and she goes, I don't know. She goes, I look at that thing and I don't know how it says that either. I absolutely do not. And then I was looking in the book and I found the past tenses of these. I hadn't even learned them yet. I just found them and I saw that siden was the one for dida. And I came in here and I said, siden lako, right? And I was like, oh, that. And I don't know, maybe then I also found elako that means because. I was like, that means because of them, because them, right? I know that we are, and it was like when I could actually look at it, and I was like, I actually know why it means that. I was floored, right? And it was above my level of comprehension, like I didn't know every aspect of it, but I could put it together. Cool stuff. Those are the things that, yeah, that's what you get tattooed. Another one. So, Surikin Hormonais, right? Kocherakin etorri sara. Es. Onyes. You guys remember this? On foot. onya, onya, foot, don't quote me on that. Onyas means by foot. By foot. Onya takoa. This is a cool one. Takoa. This literally means like thing. Yeah, takoa. Like how we say like, what's that thing on your foot? Right? Or like, what's that thing in your car? Right? The best one I still remember this. It was like, and it was so correct. The people I said it to, they did not know what I was talking about. And then upon clarification, they were like, holy no, that was exactly correct. Like, there were these laburus on top of these ikurinhas. The ikurinha is the Basque flag, right? There were these like metal cut laburus at the top of them, right? Like, I don't know what they're called, like the things at the top of a flag, right? At the top of the flagpole, these laburus. And I said, so tontoa, right? It means the top, right? And I said something like, I said, Ikurinya ko tontora takuak, right? Which literally means the things on top of the ikurinya, right? Mm-hmm. And they were like, what are you looking at? Like, and I was like, the laburus, like, and I was like, correct? I was like, is that not correct? The ikurin tontora takuak, like the things on top. And they're like, yeah. Like it threw them off. Onya takoa is like a thing of the foot, a shoe. A thing of the foot, a shoe. Onya takoa, right? I'm just giving you, more stuff, just to keep you on your toes.
We're there.
Yeah. Make sure. Yeah, I don't want you getting too cocky.
No one is.
Yeah.
Son, Shemya,
Yeah.
we have to leave. We have an engagement we got to be to at roughly 5.
No worries.
Yeah, so what do I need to study?
Yeah. Keep study through this one. This packet.
This is one that you just gave me.
Yeah, this is more practice on pronunciation exercises. These will really help you. You got to refer to this section, pronunciation exercises, and yeah, just read through this at your leisure. This isn't that big. I think there's 8 pages.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, there's 5. It just goes to page 5. So read all that.
You're just talking about introductory.
And catch up on the 2 classes that I missed.
Yeah, it's all right.
Not bad.
JB, I want my shirt.
You want your shirt?
I want my shirt.
Etienne, you gonna get her a shirt?
Yeah, I'll get it. Sure.
Thank you.
How much?
Yeah, cheers.
What's my name?
Yeah, that's nice seeing you.
I don't
Safe
care if it's
travels out
over
there.
or
Don't be interrupting it.
Shut up.
No, you're all good. Yeah.
You already
I'm
did
glad you came down.
You're the one that's interrupting everything.
All right. Utsi, Klasera. Klaseetik.
Bye.
Bye.
Agur.
Aur.
Um,
Okay, onyas. You know what this means?
5 foot.
By foot, right? Coaches.
By car.
By car. Autobuses.
By bus.
Trenes.
By
by
train.
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 Look at us. We're so
I know.
What happens after 6 hours of Basque class, baby?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okarakin, Hongogara. This is one word. Perfect. We will go together. Hongogara, we will go. Okarakin means together. Elkar, what is the actual definition of Elkar?
Gara is what?
What?
We.
Woody.
Gara,
That's
yeah.
we.
Yep.
But how do you know that that's will and not just we?
We what? What's your question?
Like, how are you knowing that there's, the will is because of the go, right?
The go.
So we will go.
Right. Juan is go, to go.
The
Juan go is
Got it.
will go. Gara, we will
Okay.
go. Right?
Okay.
So what is the purpose of the gata?
Elka,
That's the verb,
what is the purpose of what?
the first word.
Elka means together. We will go together. Together we will go. Elka
I like that. Together. Together we will go. I do too.
And
Right, together we will go.
Karakim?
Elkarakim. Yeah, it's a good one, huh? I know.
Karakim.
Elkar means each other.
Elkarr.
Elkar. Elkar
Means each other.
means each other. Means each other. Elkar. Yeah, it's kind of tricky because those things are, how does what does each other mean in English? Each other, right? But you know what it means, right? Right? That's a weird, there's a lot of those when you really start questioning yourself, like, what is it exactly that I'm saying? Like, how does it, you'll learn what it means. Al-Karakim, together, right? You guys remember what ikushi means? Ikushi means to see. Ikushi. Ikushi ko dugu elka. Ikushi ko will see. We will see each other. Ikushi ko dugu elka.
What is it? We will see each other together.
We will see each other. Ikushiko dugu elkar. Elkar. Just giving you that elkar. This is one word. Elkarakim is together. Right? It means with each other. Right? Right, but it means together. Good on that? Hierarchy. Hierarchy. Fine. Great. Hierarchy. Excuse me. How's that? How you guys feeling?
Good. I need to go back and obviously
Yeah.
You need to go back in on what?
remember all the stuff I knew and I forgot.
Yeah, I know it. No, it's good.
But I feel like coming to these classes, though, I don't feel like I'm so behind. Like
No, and you're not.
I'm still understanding and learning.
Yeah, absolutely. And I gave you guys a new packet, but that's really just a breakup. It's still chapter 1 of the new,
Mhm.
it's just it's a little different, right?
It's still overwhelming, but like
Yeah.
there's flashes of like, oh,
Right.
this looks familiar.
Right.
Like it's a complete different structure, but you know, the
Right.
foundation is familiar.
Yeah. No, it's very good. I want to reiterate that you guys are doing great.
It's hard, but it's not all confusing.
No, yeah, it's it's a language. It's like it's meant to be spoken. It's not this trivial, like, okay, my mind, I do not have a mathematic mind, right? I do not think about things in numbers, and I don't understand math like that. I don't understand instruments like that, right? English is always, it's been, first nature to me. Like always as a kid, like in class, when it came to, right? I remember phonics in like first grade, and just, people struggle with it. Like it's not this, everybody's mind works differently, right? Mind, spelling, phonics, grammar, and again, like, okay, to be able to name adjectives and adverbs, it's like, okay, that's all besides the point. I know how to use them properly, right? And I understand the differences between them, although I might not be able to give you, each definition, right? Like, it makes sense to me, and I promise you, you can trick yourself into having it make sense to you. And a good thing to do is to, kind of remove yourself, and accepting's a big part of it. Just go, look, this is what it is. But even if you're not correct, if you feel like you're understanding something, if you're like reading through something, you're like, I feel like I'm getting this. You might be completely off. You might not be getting it at all, right? Allow that feeling to be there. Your brain is doing everything it can to comprehend this, right? You're not fighting your brain. You're not fighting the language, right? It's adapting, right? And that's why immersion works, because when you go there, you don't have a choice, And we're all malleable. We can all adapt to these things, And it's, these simple things like, okay, Juango, will go. Juango gara, we will go, right? You want nice, you want gara, right? I went, right? Doesn't have go, and it's I went today, right? Right? Noah, I'm going, right? With the synthetic verb. Another way of saying that, just to show you how the verb can change, right? Juango, will go. This is the habitual tense. Yuaten. Ari, nice. I am going. Noah is the synthetic verb. That means all of this. That means I am going. Noah. Yuaten ari nice means I am going. Right? This is the habitual tense. This is the future tense. Juango, juaten. And I know I'm giving you, it's a lot. But also, we've had however many classes. I know everybody's not been here for all of them, and people aren't here for, it's going to be like that. But, like you said, you got 6 hours under your belt, right? Or 4 hours, whatever it is. It's like, you got 6 full hours that you did not have before, right? And it is not about learning as much as you possibly can, as fast as you possibly can. It's about consistency. It's about every day, a little bit, and not even, don't even push yourself. Don't even go like, I'm going to study for an hour, It's the 2-minute rule. I don't know if you guys know the 2-minute rule. you shrink down everything, anything that you were trying to accomplish. You start at 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You cannot optimize something if there's nothing to optimize, right? You cannot, if you're not even showing up every day for 2 minutes, there's no way you're going to show up for an hour every day. You got to show up first every day for 2 minutes, right? You do that for however long it takes until, without doubt, you're going to keep showing up every day, right? 2 minutes, it's easy. You go 2 minutes and time yourself and stop. Set that timer for 2 minutes, open that book, read it. As soon as that, stop, put it away, come back to it tomorrow. Do that for a month, do that for 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is. And then from there, you double it. You go to 4 minutes, right? Then you go to 10 minutes, then you go to 20 minutes, then you go to an hour, right? Then you optimize it. Then you really pour yourself into it. And that exposure, the consistency, it's about doing it every day in a little bit. I mean, I go over stuff. This is studying to me. Like, you know, I might be up here acting like I know all this stuff, right? But you see me all the time going like, yeah, you know, I don't know, or I forget. I got to look it up. This is very good for me. It's easy when you get, especially when you get higher up, you forget the little things. And you can't. When you really start getting into higher levels, it's the little things on the tests that fail you. You can't be messing up singular and plural, you know? You can't say, you know, Koche Adakin when it was really Koche Akin, you know? You can't do all these, and so this is very good. You can never get enough, right? It's constant. So I hope, you know, I'm at least encouraging you guys to, you know, keep at it. Any questions?
That flashcard app was great.
Yeah,
It's great.
flashcard's great.
It's great.
It's great. I mean,
Because then it even says you like, hey, you haven't done your study time.
right. Yeah, and that's an easy way to get 2 minutes in.
Yes.
And
It's very fast.
Yeah.
And you can do it multiple times.
absolutely, and that's how it starts. The identification, and then being able to remember, you know, to being able to actually pull it out and apply it, right? And yeah, I mean, those are, you know, it's
And
phenomenal.
then for us though, like I know you told your dad that you wanted us to kind of study this portion.
Yeah.
This portion and then that first
Yeah.
exercise in here with those vocabulary, that's really what we're trying to master. Get
Yeah.
to that point, right?
Yeah. We're
Okay.
staying on, exactly. We're just gonna stay on these two.
Okay.
And you see how these classes go. I mean, I go off into all these
Right.
other stuff. I give you a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up.
But we don't need to master all this.
Yeah, but we cannot move on until, you know, until this is, you know, second nature, right?
Okay.
And it's like, when you get to what was that? I don't have a Colombian basketball. Can I see that Colombian basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's
like-
gonna become like, I
Do you
don't know.
wanna know what's it's like for me, I like remember where it was in the word, and like it was like picturing where it was on the paper and what it meant.
Right.
So what I needed to do is to be second nature, that I don't think that way, it just comes out or something.
Right, chapter 2, right? I mean, it doesn't let up, you know, and that's why you gotta you gotta master it, you know, you gotta get the first chapter before you go to the second chapter. You know, it goes to, you know, Suk ser nahi duzu, nik zuritua. Aizu, bai ser nahi duzue. Zuritu bat eta kafesne bat, eta zer, oporretan, bai zarautzen, zuk zer egiten duzu. Ikaslea naiz, kazetaritza ikasten dut Bilbon, telebistan lan egin nahi dut. Ni telebistan lan egiten dut, bai nun, Londresen, bai. Begira, zure trena dator. Hartu nire telefonua. Nire izena Elinda, eta ni Xabier naiz. Aizu, zenbata, 200 peseta, eskerrik asko, gero arte, bai agur. Bai, ikusi arte, ongi pasa zarautzen, bai deituko dut eta hitz egingo dugu, right?
Sure.
Yeah, all this, you know, you can't skip any of this. And what it says about this chapter 2 is you're going to go over the suffix K, right, which down a little bit. Numbers, want to, the future tense. We're already being exposed to the future tense. I'm already giving you guys that, you know. saying when, saying where you are or how you are, ordering, you know, saying what you do, saying goodbye, buying tickets, you know, writing to a friend. Like, you can't do any of that if you can't remember what, you know, Maya is, right? Right? The table. That's right. That's right. Alkia, chair. Exactly. And it was like, I mean, when I started, it's like, I was like so adamant about memorizing all of those things, those little things, you know, you gotta get that stuff first. And it will come, you know. It's all good. I'll do just because there's no other kids here, if you guys are welcome to stay. And I'll just go over a quick list with those two boys.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
And you guys can hang out. I'll just do it for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I'll give you guys some,
We should start learning foods.
what'd you say?
Start learning food.
Yeah.
I know it.
I'm stealing a chair.
Is that the ones that they have?
Yeah, I'm gonna be giving these, give you a little, just gotta listen to it. Yeah.
Probably went outside.
Oh.
He said he wanted me to go outside. Did you see him in the corner?
No. I only call this 2 times. Well, I was laughing when I saw those papers. I was like, this is what I need. I just need like, lots, big, you know, that's what I want.
You're allowed dos.
Three.
Moshe? Do you want one of these in? There's 2 packets
It's
in
the
there.
list of these guys.
Yeah. Founders.
All right.
All right, you guys,
next
see you next
time.
week.
Bye-bye.
Next week's at 2, right?
Oh, it is?
Yeah, after
2 o'clock?
Yeah, and I had said, none of you guys were here last class, but I was gonna be taking a trip,
Okay.
the second week in November, but I'm not, so class is still on for the whole month of November.
But 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, yeah, just cause it's getting darker
Okay.
earlier, yeah.
Sounds perfect.
There you go.
Thank you.
You guys are very welcome. Euskara Klaseetara.
That's perfect.
You said I can sit here.
Oh,
Not in front of you, but
I just might want to write things down. I can use that as a
he said I could use it. So I'm gonna here. This one's out right.
How you boys doing?
Good. How about you?
Good.
I have to slow one.
All right.
I'm gonna ask you guys your names, okay? And you're gonna tell me in Basque. Ooh. This is for you, Dean. Oh, thank you.
Doesn't me mean I or me means me, right?
Me, I, exactly. I or me.
Okay.
Okay. Me, so I'm gonna tell you my name, and then you say everything that I say,
Is that my version?
but with your name here, okay? Me Etíen nice. Etasu.
Me Macklin Nice Etazu.
Etasu. Yep. Yep, it's like a C. Etasu. If you can mimic me as best as you can, how I say it, you can say it like that.
So it's like an S.
Like an S. Me Etíen nice. This is like, right? Right? And this is like Su, right? Me Etíen nice. Etasu.
Me Nice.
Etasu. Me Etíen nice. Ocho hondo. We'll do some colors, okay? I'm gonna say it, you guys say it as close to me as you can, okay? And I'll say it a few times, we'll go back and forth, okay? The first one is brown, which is maroya.
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 Yeah, can you roll your R's? You ever tried? Can you go like this? Can you go like this? Brrr. Say it. How do you say brrr? Can you say that? Yeah, you can. Try it. Brrr. Brrr. Yeah, you can do it. It's okay. Brrr. You will, I promise. Maroya.
Maroya.
Maroya. Beltsa.
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 What's Beltsa?
Black.
Black. What's black?
Beltsa.
Beltsa. Oshondo. Grisha. Grisha.
Grisha.
Grisha.
Grisha.
Grisha.
Almost like glacier almost.
Yeah. That same S, exactly.
Grisha.
Grisha. Grisha.
Grisha.
Surya
Surya.
or Churia.
Churia.
Churia. Churia. That's how they pronounce it in Anguilla. Churia. Oria.
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 Oria. What is Oria?
Oria. Oh, Horia is yellow.
What's yellow?
Horia.
La Rocha.
La Rocha.
La Rocha. It's like rose, right? La Rocha.
La Rocha.
La Rocha. What's La Rocha?
Pink.
What's pink?
La Rocha.
La Rocha. La Araña.
Laranja.
What's La Araña?
Orange.
What's orange?
Laranja.
Laranja.
No,
La-
that's pink.
That's pink.
Laranja.
Yeah.
Naranja.
La Araña. Yeah, La Araña or Laranja. Exactly.
Laranja.
Laranja.
Ha.
Yeah.
Laranja.
Gorria.
Maria.
What's Gorria?
Red.
What's red?
Guria.
Gorria.
Garia.
Gorria.
Do you roll the R's in this?
Yeah, you roll them. Anytime there's two R's, you roll them.
Guria.
Yeah. Go. Say gor. Gor. Yeah, gor. Gorria.
Goria.
Goria. Yeah.
Goria.
Gorria. Morea.
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 What's Morea?
Purple.
What's Morea?
Purple.
What's purple?
Morea.
Morea. Urdiña.
Ordinha.
Urdiña.
Ordinha.
What's Urdiña?
Blue.
What's blue?
Ordinha.
Urdiña. Oshono. Berdea.
Bodea.
Bear. Can you say bear?
Bear.
Right?
Birdania.
Berdea.
Birdania.
Berdea.
Birdania.
Green.
Birdania.
Berdea. Yeah, Berdea. Argia.
Light.
Lights.
What's her name? Margit, everybody, that's what her name is.
Argia. Yeah. Argia.
Argia.
Argia. Or Argia.
Argia.
Argia. What is Argia?
Light.
What's light?
Argia.
Iluna.
Luna.
Iluna.
Luna.
What's Iluna?
Dark.
What's dark?
Luna.
Iluna. What's Beltsa?
Black.
What's Gorria?
Red.
What's blue?
Ordia.
Urdiña.
Ordia.
Urdiña.
Ordinha.
Yep, Urdiña. What's Churia?
White. Oh.
White. What's white?
Ordina.
Churia.
Choria.
Churia. Oshono.
Cats are crazy.
Oshono. Oshono means very good. Can you guys say that? Oshono. Oshono. Osho Ondo. Osho Ondo.
So you say this one word?
Yeah, Osho Ondo. It's, yeah, you say Osho and Ondo. Osho Ondo. Osho Ondo.
So what does that mean again?
Very good. That's what I'll be telling you guys, okay? Osho Ondo. What is Grisha?
Grisha. Oh, great.
Red. What is red?
Korea.
Gorilla.
Korea.
What I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go home, okay? And in all the spare time that you have, I want you to memorize all these, okay? I want you to know Maroya as brown. And I want you to know brown as Maroya. Anytime you think of brown, you're going to think of Maroya. Anytime you think of black, you're going to think of
Belza.
Belza. Oshono. You see how quickly it is? All of those, okay? Every color. When you guys come in here next time, you're going to tell me every color, okay?
Okay.
You guys already know how to count a little bit, huh?
Bat, be, idu, lao, dos.
Yep.
Bat, be, idu, lao, dos, say, saspi, sorspi.
Sortzi.
Sorsi.
Yep. Oshono. We're going to count to 20, okay?
Big one.
Okay? Yep. If you fold that page.
You can do it.
Okay. So how do we say zero?
Zero.
Is it zero?
Zero.
Zero.
Or ucha.
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 You can do it then.
Ucha.
I like ucha.
Yeah.
Ucha is very good. How you order a black coffee? Cafe uch.
Okay.
Yep, cafe uch. Black coffee. Cafe uch. Right? You guys ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna say it, you guys say it after me, okay? Ucha.
Ucha.
Bat.
Bat.
Bi.
B.
Iru.
Iru.
Lao.
Lao.
Bost.
Bosh.
She.
She.
Saspi.
Saspi.
Sortzi.
Sortsi.
Bererazzi.
Bererazzi.
Amar.
Amar.
Amaika.
Amaika.
Amabi.
Amali.
Amairu.
Amayu.
Amalau.
Amalau.
Amabost.
Amabosh.
Amashe.
Amashe.
Amasaspi.
Amasasi.
Amasortzi.
Amasorsi.
Emeretzi.
Emeresi.
Oge.
Oge.
Oshondo. You want to go to 30?
Yeah.
Oge tabat.
Ogetat.
Oge tabi.
Ogeteri.
Oge tairu.
Ogeteiru.
Oge talau.
Ogetelau.
Oge tabost.
Ogetabosh.
Oge tashe.
Ogeteshe.
Oge tasaspi.
Ogetasaspi.
Oge tasortzi.
Ogetesorsi.
Oge temeretzi. Oge tabereratzi. Excuse me.
Ogetaberazzi. Berazzi. Berazzi. Yes.
Yeah, Oge tabereratzi. Oge tamar. Oshondo. Oshondo. Oge tamar, yeah. Oshondo. Also, read all of those numbers, okay? Anytime you see numbers, when you guys are at school, if you guys are out in the street, if you guys are doing anything, anytime you see numbers, think about it in Basque, okay? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Did I tell you what Colin was doing to Bernadette?
Asking her the
Yeah.
math questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's loud minus bot?
Yeah. I'll try to teach you how they do the math too.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
I was reading over the animals earlier.
Yeah.
And there's some that have the same name, like ox and pigs, or piglets.
Right, we're gonna go over it. Okay, we're gonna read just a little bit into this, okay? The one you always gotta know. Chakura. 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 It's a beautiful word. Chakura.
Chakura.
Chakura is dog. What is dog?
Chakura.
What is Chakura belza?
Black dog.
Black dog. Chakura belza.
Chakura blitz.
What is chakura churia?
White dog.
White dog. Chakur churia. Hartsa. Hartsa.
Hearts.
Bear. Hartsa.
Hearts.
Akera. Akera. Billy goat. Sesena. What is sesena?
Bull.
What is bull?
Susanna.
Solua.
Salua.
Gure lekua. Why is it ardura? Chala. Chala. What is chala?
Cat.
What is calf?
Chala.
Katua. What is katua?
Cow.
Oh, try again.
Cat. Katua. Cat. Katua. Same thing, right?
Here, look at.
Beya.
Yeah.
Beya.
Cow.
Cow. What is cow? Beya. Orena. What is orena?
Deer.
Deer. Yeah, hearts are different. We don't really know what hearts are. It's a deer. Orena. Orena. Chakura. Ashtoa.
White deer.
How do you say it?
Shakura. Onion.
No, white deer. What is white?
Shakura.
Churia.
Choria.
Churia. So a white deer is orein churia. Orein churia.
So deer white.
Exactly. In Basque, that's how it is. Orein churia. The color, the number, always comes after. Orein churia. White deer.
Orange.
Atea.
Are the T and the X silent here?
No, you say the H is kind of silent. Atea. When you say the T, atea. What is atea? Duck.
Dog. Oh, we skipped them.
What is duck?
Artea.
Atea. Atea. Elefantea. It's fun, huh? Elefantea. Elephant. Ardilla. You, sheep. Ardilla. Moshala. Colt. Aceria. Fox. What is fox? Aceria. Aunsa. What is aunsa?
Goat.
Oshondo. We'll just do a couple of these ones, okay? Saldia. Saldia. What is saldia? What is horse? Saldia.
The street of class.
Oh, that is.
Because all the Macklin,
Yeah.
off of County Road.
Yeah, yeah.
All those streets are.
Oh, yeah, all
are
Basque.
Basque, which I didn't,
Says
Yeah.
all.
realize.
So what's
It's
below?
very cool. Yeah,
Gara
saldia.
is grass, right?
Belar.
Yeah.
Yeah, belara. Belar, grass.
Oh, so we see it. Alara.
Yeah, belara.
Alara.
Belara, yeah. Shagua. What is shagua?
Are you going
Mouse.
up one?
I'm not doing all of them. I'm just doing,
Are you doing the one above? The last one, Salvia?
no, that's shagaroi, that's
Mouse.
hedgehog. Yep. Shagua is like in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Shagua is mouse.
Okay, sorry.
Idia.
Ox.
Idia. Ox. Cheria. Pig. Cherry kumeak.
Oh my gosh.
Pig.
Piglets.
Say that one again?
Cherry kumeak.
Cherry kuma.
Cherry kumeak.
Cherry kuma.
Cherry
Cherry
kumeak.
kume ak.
Cherry kumeak. Kumeak, ume is baby. Umeya is baby. And so to say kid or child of anything, like chakur kumea is a puppy. Chakur kumea. Yeah. Cherry kumeak.
On the other page, it says that it's,
Puta kumea.
yeah, it says it's something different.
Oh. Say that one again?
Puta kumea.
You don't need to say that.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta keep it fun, huh?
No, he's got power. He's very
I
excited.
know. Yeah.
It's okay, you can give it to him. It's fine. He's gonna have that one down.
Yeah. Pochoka. Pochoka. It's a pony. Unchia.
Chia.
Chia.
What is unchia?
Chia.
Rat
Rabbit.
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 Chia.
What is rabbit?
or chia.
Unchia.
Chia.
Aratoya.
Oratoya.
Aratoya.
Rat.
Rat. Aratoya. Mendico ardilla.
Sheep.
Yep, sheep. Mendico ardilla.
So even though Mendico, we know that as mountain. Is that
Mendi.
so mountain sheep, or is it
Yeah,
just?
Mendi is mountain. Mendico is of the mountain. Of mountain. Mendico ardilla is sheep of the mountain.
Sheep
right?
of the mountain.
It's
Why?
a mountain sheep.
Yes.
Exactly.
So,
Okay.
A mountain
my
sheep.
question about pig is why is it the same as the other, as ox? And it's different than the other pig that we just said.
It's not.
This, it's different.
Cheria is pig.
Oh, I was just looking at it.
Yep, Cheria is pig. Ilia is ox.
Do you see the difference?
Yeah. I was looking at everyone down.
So it kind of repeats.
What is wolf, wild there, right?
Yeah, Ochoa.
Or choy?
Ochoa.
Is that wolf?
Yep. What about Dortoka?
Turtle.
Turtle. Dortoka. Artsaina.
Sheep, shepherd, sheeper.
Artsaina. You gotta know that one. Artsaina. Yep. Oshoomba.
Sheep.
Yep, sheepherders are excited. So I want you boys to take those home, okay? And keep reading them, okay? And when we go over them next time in class,
Flashcards, baby.
you're gonna impress me, okay?
Put our thing on your flashcard app.
I mean, I would have, yes.
Oshoomba.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.